if I remember about my time when I was at my 20s, I was sad. I was in shit. I thought like, oh fuck, I'm so ugly. I'm so bad. I'm not accepted by people. I don't have a boyfriend. I don't have guys. People see me as curly hair. I don't have straight hair as Indonesian. I'm chubby. People here are so lean. I'm not white. All the Indonesians are white. So much questions, and I was like, oh, I was so belittled by many comparison from my environment. I am different. I didn't want to follow the rules of the environment. I was afraid, but I had to fight with my parents a lot. My parents wanted me to get married very early ages because it was the pressure of the society. I wanted to prove to my parents, or I wanted to prove to my father that I can do it, because he doubted me to live by myself without a husband. For him it was, oh, it's impossible, you're a woman, you're supposed to stay at home, you're supposed to get married when you were 25, you're supposed to take care of the kids, you're supposed to take care of the husband. So that's the same cycle, and I don't want that.
So would you say you're more fit for like a foreign man or like an Indonesian man, Asian man?
Foreign.
So you have like a Western vibe, you have like a Western mindset. Do you think people think you're an outcast? Because like when I first seen you, I didn't think you were from here. So what do Indonesians people think of you? Like, what do they see when they see you?
That's a good question. I was never okay. The reason why I'm not anymore at my parents' house is because everybody judges me, and I always like to go out. I like to mingle with people. I like to explore. When they see me going out to the city and coming back at 3 or 4 a.m. after bars, let's say, or after just talking with my friends, they will say that, hey, this girl is a bitch.
So do you think social media has changed people in Indonesia?
Westernized, yes, for sure.
So what are some weird laws like in Indonesia, like freedom of speech? Like what should a foreigner know not to come here and do?
LGBT.
So you think judgment is like big here, like what people think?
For sure. People always think about not being rejected by the family. That's the worst thing ever that will happen for them.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Oh my God. It sounds like a job. Hopefully not anymore in Indonesia. That's what I want. I want to move. I want to have another kind of life. It's tiring here.
Really?
I love it, but I always have to see people who maybe I think too much, but maybe I overthink on how the Indonesians look at me differently. But it stresses me out too.
So do you think you'll be more accepted in your around Africans or around Asians? Where do you think you
as
fit
a person?
more? Just your appearance, your personality.
Oh yeah, of course Africans lah. Yeah, rather than Indonesians.
Came up out of dirty part, man. How the fuck I made it out the friends? I don't do no wifey, don't do friends.
Hey.
Hi.
So what's your name?
I'm Kenya.
Okay.
Yes, Indonesian.
Okay.
Hello.
So, describe yourself. How old are you?
Straight away, age. What would you guess?
Oh, you want me to guess? Let the
No.
people guess. But tell me in my ear.
What is it? I
Tell
don't
me
have
how
to
you-
tell you in your ears. I can proudly say my age, but no, you have to guess. You have to guess my age based on the conversation that we will have.
35,
You might know. Okay, more.
38.
No, 40. I'm at my 40s.
Okay, 42.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've been living in Jakarta your whole life?
I've been living here for more than 20 years.
20
But
years.
I was before in Morocco.
Okay.
My father used to work at the embassy for 10 years in Morocco. But before, it was in Kenya, in Nairobi. And I was born there. Hence
Oh,
my
you're from
name.
Kenya.
I am from Indonesia. My parents are Indonesians. But they named me Kenya through the place I was born.
So do you think you have an Indonesian accent? Because your accent sounds a little different.
I am Indonesian. What do you mean?
You said you're from Kenya.
No.
So
I'm
where are you
Indonesian.
from?
My parents are Indonesians.
So where are you born?
In Kenya.
So you're from Kenya.
Yes.
You went to school in Kenya.
No. It was only for 3 years. I would not consider myself as Kenyan. I don't speak the language. I don't remember anything about Kenya.
But you have like a African Caribbean accent a little
No.
bit.
I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I would be happy if I was, but Indonesian somehow.
So
I just have the vibe, that's all of it, because I was in Morocco.
what city in Indonesia are you from?
My parents are from nearby Jakarta, Central Java. But we've been living in Jakarta for quite a long time, so I would consider myself being more Jakartan rather than Jakarta, let's say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between like a Jakartan versus like somebody from the countryside versus somebody from like somewhere like Bali?
Huge difference. We have 17,000 islands.
Huh?
17,000 islands in Indonesia.
17,000?
Yes. So we have more than 300 ethnic groups, which mean that everybody is different from each other. You see the color of the skin, the culture, the tradition, the cuisine, the music, the instrument of music, everything is different from each other. If let's say I get married, my kind of costume will be different from the person who comes from Jakarta. They have their own costumes. I have my own costume because I come from Central Java. So it's different from each other. If you are comparing to Bali, it's so different too. The culture, the way people behave, the I don't know, the music, the dance.
So would you call Jakarta a melting pot of like everybody from everywhere?
That's for sure, yes.
Okay.
Because it's the capital city, it's the central hub for the economy, the culture, the politics, the work, jobs are here. So everybody migrates here to have a better quality of life, let's say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I noticed like some people are dark skinned, some people are your color, some people are like white, like Chinese.
Yes.
Some people look like they're from New Guinea,
Yeah.
like Austronesian.
Yes.
You look like Polynesian a little bit.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can be, yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Everybody has different tones or different, even languages. We have 700 languages, but officially we all talk Bahasa Indonesia, which is Indonesian language.
So do you think there's any like discrimination or like racism, or is it like unity as one country?
It's unity and one. It's unity.
Really?
I've never seen racism.
Okay.
No. Yeah. It's when we're used to live in a neighborhood where all the people come from different islands. So we were born with diversity of ethnicities, with diversity of religions. We hear the sound of the mosque, we hear the sound of the church. We see people who celebrate the the silent day for the in Bali, for example, or let's say, I don't know what is your religion, but let's say you celebrate the Christmas. I am as Muslim. We all together go to your place to celebrate together, to greet you, and there will be the vice versa. If the Muslims celebrate their big day, the other neighbors will come to your place. So that's how we tolerate each other. That's how we respect each other. So there is no racism.
Yeah, so coming to Jakarta, like seeing all these skyscrapers, this money, the beautiful scenery and stuff like that for the first time, it was kind of different compared to everywhere else in Southeast Asia. And then the longer I stayed here, the more I seen like poverty, the more I seen like congestion, pollution. What's the like difference, like the wealth disparity? How is that? Because there's a lot of poor people, and you look up and you see skyscrapers, but they don't even have electricity.
Yeah, well, everybody struggles in their own way. The rich people, they do their things, but the low social rank also, they struggle to, or they do their best to live in central, let's say, or in this part of Jakarta, because the job is here, because the opportunity of making money is here, because the city is 24 hours busy. You don't get a job in companies, in offices, you can sell stuff. You have networks, you can freelance to work online, let's say. So there are always things to do. If you are graduated, let's say, from senior high school, and you have so many competitions in the big cities like this to work as in companies, but as long as you are productive, there will be always a way for you to get work. That's why people, no matter what, wherever they are in Jakarta, they do their best to live in the city, even if it's in a low condition of life. It doesn't matter if it's congested, it doesn't matter if it's in a poor area, but they get money from the city. They get money from so many activities that they can have here.
So why do you think...
Does it make sense? Or
Yeah. Why do you think there's so much poverty?
why? Well, the first is massive, the city, and people who don't get access of education, of course, they cannot go to better job. They cannot work to have a better job, let's say, to have better money. So that's why the poverty starts from the education, because people cannot afford to go to universities. So they stop at senior high school, they stop at let's say junior high school. So the kind of job will be working for supermarkets, or the basic kind of job.
So what was school like for you?
What was school for me? My experience was in Morocco. My junior high school until senior high school was in Morocco. Then in 2000 I came back here to Indonesia. We all came back here. So I had to double my classes in Indonesia to senior high school because I was bad in Indonesian. So I have to restart the whole language through my school. I couldn't go straight away to uni. Uh, it was fine. I saw the differences when I was in Morocco, how my teachers taught me at school, and the differences how the teachers taught me here in Indonesia. It was fun.
What was school like for you compared to like someone who didn't have an education in Jakarta? You know, since you have parents who are well traveled, who are working good jobs.
I think this is what I want to share also. The differences will be like this. The experience that I had, but maybe it has changed. But when I was at school, the students were not really motivated to ask questions. I guess it's also the fact that the teachers also don't encourage you to ask questions. So you read the book and you close the book. Homework tomorrow, you do your assignment, you have A, B, or C, it doesn't matter. And that's all. It's not analyzing why you do mistakes. There's no such questions about, so do you know why you get a C? So that was your mistake, so we can correct for the future. So it's just, doing homework, and that's all. That's what I experienced when I was at school.
So how many languages do you speak actually?
I speak Indonesian, I speak English and French.
French, okay.
Yeah.
So what did you start doing after school, like your first adult years? What did you get into?
Uni? Or
After school?
after school? Job.
What jobs did you start working?
So during my uni, I was a teacher for kids, 2 years to 4 years. And I thought about having another kind of job. It was fun though. But I said, okay, I will have my degree, and I wanted to have a better job. And I said yes, because I'm also the first kid at the family, and I have to take care of my parents financially, like the other kids in Indonesia. We have this culture about taking care of the family, taking care of the parents. So my goal was to have a better job and to have a better money. So I tried, after my graduation, I sent all my CVs, and I got this chance to work for the Moroccan embassy in Jakarta. So that was my first job.
Okay.
Yes, after teaching.
So do you have any children, husband?
No,
Really?
no. I've never married, and I don't have kids.
Why not?
That's a good question. That's a good question that everybody asks me, but I don't even know my answer. I don't know. I just like my freedom, I guess.
Is that normal in like Indonesian culture, or do
I
most
don't
of the
think
people?
so.
Okay.
Maybe nowadays, yeah, or at least people think about delaying their marriage to have a good job first, to have a good finance, and after that deciding if they want to get married or not. Yeah, but if we're talking about the older generations, they got pressured from the parents about, you have to get married at certain ages, 25, soon you'll be 30, so where's your future husband, where's your boyfriend, you have to introduce to us. Or it will be an arranged marriage, where some people experience it too. I'm not talking about in the big city like this, but in suburbs, it still happens. this kind of arranged marriage. So yeah, I am different. I didn't want to follow the rules of the environment. I was not really interested.
Okay.
I was afraid, but I had to fight with my parents a lot. But my parents wanted me to get married very early ages because it was the pressure of the society. It was the pressure from the family. So it was basically they wanted me. What is it? I have to pretend to be happy to have a boyfriend just to satisfy people's wish, but it was not even because I love that guy, and I had to pretend. But after that, I said, "Fuck off! I don't want to do that. I want to do my thing. I want to go to uni. I want to have a job. I want to succeed. I want to stand on my feet, not depending on someone." Or not depending on my parents. I wanted to prove to my parents, or I wanted to prove to my father that I can do it, because he doubted me to live by myself without a husband. For him, it was, "Oh, it's impossible. You're a woman. You're supposed to stay at home. You're supposed to get married when you were 25. You." Supposed to take care of the kids, you're supposed to take care of the husband, so that's the same cycle, and I don't want that.
So would you say you're more fit for like a foreign
No.
man or like an Indonesian man, Asian man?
Foreign.
Why do you think so?
What do I think so? I guess based on my experience, it's how the foreigners are more open-minded, because or maybe because I met many travelers. So the fact that you travel, so you have seen a lot in this world. So you also know how women also act. So you also know how to respect them. But the fact that many Indonesians, I'm not generalizing again, but many of them, they don't travel because they get married very soon. So they haven't explored their young ages. They haven't explored the real life. They have the responsibility to take care of the family, the wife, the kids. So usually they will have fun after the marriage because they go out. They have some kind of power to say, yeah, you know what? Because I'm a man of the family, so I can go out until 3 a.m. But it's not the case for the woman, and I don't want to be like that. And usually the Indonesian men, they don't want to discuss with the woman because they always treat the woman very, belittle the woman. Yeah. I think it's also because of sadly, maybe because of the religion, can be also because of the tradition, how the status of a man has to be higher than a woman.
So, are you Muslim?
I am, because my parents are, but I don't practice it anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have like a Western vibe, you have like a Western mindset. Do you think people think you're an outcast? Because like when I first seen you, I didn't think you were from here. So what do Indonesians people think of you? Like, what do they see when they see you?
That's a good question. I was never... Okay. The reason why I'm not anymore at my parents' house is because everybody judges me. uh, and I always like to go out. I like to mingle with people. I like to explore, but because the woman there, they have to go back home at certain hour. 8 p.m. they have to go back home. When they see me going out to the city and coming back at 3 or 4 a.m. after bars, let's say, or after just talking with my friends, they will say that, hey, this girl is a bitch. But I understand because they never go out. They never do something new. It's always the same cycle of life. So when they see a little bit of change, a little bit, oh, it's different, and people will think that, oh, so you know what? This is the headline of the newspaper. Kenya has gone out until 3 a.m. and that's not good. She's not a good girl, so you have to be careful with her. Or sometimes, I would just talk with my neighbors in front of the house, doing nothing, just talking, just discussing about things, and we just drink. No, not drinking. I don't drink at my parents' area. They smoke, but the fact that I'm outside until midnight, they would think that, okay, Kenya is a bad person.
So how do you think that shaped you, like being in a like verbally abusive household or a judgmental household? Do you think you got trauma from that? Do you think that shapes your actions? Do you think that stuck to you in a like box?
Not trauma. My trauma was another thing, but not based on this. But through this experience, it actually encourages me to say to other women to have their freedom. But I mean, I understand tradition is very strong. They can do that for sure. But if they have their wish, if they have their dreams, I really want them to do that. Because I know all my friends, they are super brilliant. If they go to uni, if they work, 100% I know they will be successful now. But just because, they have to get married and the husband say, no, don't work, you have to stay at home. So they stay at home, and at the end what? They just stay at home, they are not creative. The least that they do is just, sell food but they can do more than that. I'm just sad about that.
So if you had a daughter, what restrictions would you put on her, or what certain freedoms would you try to like instill in her based on your lifestyle and based on what you've seen in your years of being a woman?
Restriction to my daughter? That's a good question. Because I have to mirror myself.
That's what I'm saying. You could mirror your life and want the same for your daughter, or you could want better for her,
Surely I want her to be better than me.
So would you say better than you say better than you? Would you say?
But I want her to have her freedom. I don't want to put her on pressure. If she wants to do art, if she wants to do things, she will do it. But my restriction will be just be careful about the environment. I have to put her some knowledge about, bad persons. I mean, all the people around us, we cannot all we cannot all trust them. I have to teach her what to do and what to not. But of course, since I drink, since I smoke, I think she can. It's not that she can do it, but at least she knows how does it taste, and if it's not good benefit for her, then she stops. But yeah, I don't know. I will not put many restrictions. I'm not sure about that because I hated that. Because my father was like.
So, what would you advise your daughter about relationships and like love?
Relationship and love.
Yeah. Or would you tell her money is more important?
No. Money is not the most important thing in life. About
like,
love.
Alright, here's a perspective, right?
Yeah.
Some people would tell their kids, or some people would say, I rather love than money. And some women would say, I rather make money rather than do it for free. Maybe sell their body, maybe do other things for money, and like shut their heart off and say, if I was gonna do it anyway, I'd rather make money. And some women say, I'd rather be in love and lose out on money and not be focused.
Okay, you know what? Maybe if she's in love with someone, all the thing that I would teach her.
Listen, you know how girls are when they're in love and they're young and dumb.
I know that. I was there. I've been there, done that. And when you're hurt by that man, that's painful. That's a trauma. So I guess I know it would not be easy because when you're a teenager, of course you just want to do the maximum to give everything to that guy, but at the end, you know, you don't have the same feedback. You don't have that in return. So I would say just be respectful to that person and give the love, but not 100%. Just the half of it, not the maximum. So if one day he changes his mind to be another kind of person, if he doesn't love her anymore, so she will not be hurtful that much.
Because there's a lot of young women watching this right now, and like majority of young women, they're just choosing the wrong guys per se. And I know you have some experience with that. Like, you know this guy's good for you, but you want the poison. What do you have advice, like as an older woman, what advice would you give and what foresight do you have into that?
Don't chase. Don't chase. They will come. They will just come. Because if you... Gosh, I'm not even expert in this.
Just be real. Your life experience. You're talking to yourself. I stop expecting for love. I'm sorry, likes now. I'm so happy being by myself. But I guess when you see a person, don't expect too much. If he really loves you, he will come to you and he will give his best. If you chases to that person, if you text him and he doesn't reply, and if he doesn't reply, it means that he's not interested in you. That's it. Move on. Don't. What is it? Gosh, I don't know how to explain that, but we know what you mean. We know.
There's no point for the woman to really expect the same action that you gave to that person. That's why I said, don't give 100% to that person. Just, you give a little bit of kindness, and if he gives the same thing, do the same thing, and but don't overwhelm him because at the end, you have to know if he understands.
Alright, enough of this girl talk.
Okay,
let's be real. Let's be real. Why don't women like guys that chase them?
What? Why?
Why don't women like guys that chase them?
That chase them. I don't understand. I would love
So
to
if
be
a
chased
guy-
by someone.
Every woman says that, but they don't like those guys. They like the guys that are doing their own thing. So like if a guy is doing everything right, he's friendly, he lets you walk all over him. You don't like that guy. Nobody likes that guy. No woman likes that guy. Why do you think that is?
Why? Maybe it's just not the right place. I don't know. Maybe it was just not the right time. At the right... no?
What does that
Don't
mean?
you- Because you're talking, let's say, about a man approaching in a bar or approaching in a nightclub or...
Not approaching you. I'm saying
But
like
what?
a man that you know, maybe you've been like friends with him for a while, and you know he likes you, but some reason everything he does right does not turn you on, does not make you like him. What do you have to say about that?
Why? Maybe he's just not the right person, that's all?
Why though?
Huh?
What is it about him that's not the right thing? If he's doing everything right, if he's treating you on a pedestal.
I guess you have first to make sure that your friendship is a real friendship, or
You
There's
know he wants
something-
you, but you want to stay friends with him.
well, it means that she doesn't like you, that's all.
Okay.
Why pushing the limit?
Come on, you're in a
No?
hostel. You know this. You know there's guys that come here every day that want
Yeah.
you. But
Yeah,
they,
but when you're talking about hustle, it's just a hookup, it's different. You're not, no?
any environment, school,
Any
high
environment, school, or,
friends.
yeah.
You know these guys want something.
I still don't understand.
Why
your
else do you guys
question.
talk to girls?
Huh? No,
You're not used to
no,
being.
I see.
She's not used to being honest about stuff like this. This is like. These are topics that.
No, tell me. No, again, the key is just one thing: is chemistry. If there's no chemistry, that's all there is.
So what do you define as chemistry?
How me is the first is the how I am attracted to that person. Maybe first it physically, because that's how we judge a person. And if he's your type, then I think it's easier, and vice versa. If he gives the same reaction, so that's a plus. So you level up, then you talk with each other. The kind of conversation might be very interesting. So that's another plus, and there will be more and more, and it will happen. But usually, when you expect something, I'll say it will never happen when you really expect it. No? Well, at least that's me. At least for me, if I'm attracted to that person, smile. If he does the same, that's good. If I have a good conversation with that person, that's even better. And if we go out, if we go to a coffee shop, the conversation keeps on. And if the question, like for example, he's interested to know about my life, that's a sign that he's also interested. So I will do the same. Not I will do the same thing, but yeah.
So how do you as a female deal with rejection?
How I deal with rejection? Okay, I don't care.
Okay.
Either it's his loss or why I don't have to force that person to like me, and vice versa. Why pushing me to like that person if I don't like that person? No,
I'm just
there's no
asking.
point. Yeah, I mean there's no point to force. Yeah, the rejection, boom, and just move on.
So you're saying rejection is like part of life.
It's part of life. It's just a process. That's all. I mean, not everybody has their own market. Everybody has their own market. I'm chubby. Not many people like chubby people. It's fine. I'm rejected by maybe 10 people, but there's always one person who likes the way I am, the likes I behave, the way I conversate with people. But there are some people who, let's say, like slender people, slender girls, they go for it. It's fine. Everybody has their market. But for me, it's I have my brain. This is the way I am. If you accept me, that's fine. And other than that, if we have a good chemistry, that's a good plus. If not, rejection is just part of life.
So how do you think you've changed compared to 10 years ago?
It's how I deal things. It's how I deal with my problems rather than escaping my problems. Some people will have problems, but they want to question themselves why this problem happens, so they cannot correct for the future, so they don't introspect themselves about what was the mistake before. And the more you deal that problem, the more you are braver to face the other problems. So that's how I mature. That's how I'm not shy to say I'm 42, because I'm really satisfied. I'm really happy with my life. If I remember about my time when I was at my 20s, I was sad. I was in shit. I thought that, oh fuck, I'm so ugly. I'm so bad. I'm not accepted by people. I don't have a boyfriend. I don't have guys. People see me as curly hair. I don't have straight hair as Indonesian. I'm chubby. People here are so, lean. I'm not white. All the Indonesians are white. So much questions, and I was like, oh, I was so belittled by many comparison from my environment. But it will never end.
Do you think most girls feel like that?
Yes, for sure. Everybody. It's not only girls. Men also do the same thing. They have the same feeling. Women also. Everybody. Humans are not perfect at the end.
But as far as like the Indonesia beauty standard, the Asian beauty standard, like, how does that feel being different? Because like when you look at posters, when you look at TV, you see white Asians.
Yeah.
You see people that look Chinese.
Well, that's how TV is very mean. Yeah, I mean, again.
Like there's people watching this that's gonna be like, yo, she looks Brazilian, she looks Moroccan, she looks African. We love her. But in Indonesia, the Indonesian man might say, no.
What was the question again?
Like the beauty standards in Asia, how does it feel being on the complete other side of the spectrum that's not represented?
Again, I think it's your decision to follow what the advertisements say, or again, it's your decision if you want to compare yourself to all the girls that you see on Instagram. Do your thing, because you will never look the same as all those sexy girls. You are you, that's all. Accept how you are. If you want to look better, just work out. Or if you want to, again, I think the more beautiful thing is your inner beauty. It doesn't matter how you look physically. Just be yourself, that's all. Nobody's perfect. That's all. I will tell you something. I was a journalist. I worked for a magazine, for a fashion magazine, a lifestyle magazine, and I learned a lot from that. When all the models came for my magazine, so we can do photographs of them for the clothes or for any kind of products, for the perfumes and etc. They look okay. They're not that beautiful as they look in the magazine. So they look like us. It's just they are tall. That's the plus. They are the standard as models. But when you see them, they are normal people. It's just after that, when you do the makeup to them, they look perfect. So if people put the makeup on me, maybe I don't look like this now. That's all. I mean, just don't believe on TV. Just don't believe on how they look on Netflix because they look so beautiful. Yeah, everything is makeup. It's not the real person.
So, do you think social media has changed people in Indonesia, or is it like, because Western world, like social media is everything. Social media is like wired our brains. Do you think Indonesia is like that? Do you think it's westernized or not so much?
Westernized. Yes, for sure. What is the point? Sorry.
I'm saying, is it westernized as far as like social media is ruling everybody's brain, as far as everybody following the same stuff, everybody acting the same way, females wanting the same type of guys?
Yeah, I think it's not only in Indonesia, it's all over the world.
Yeah, but we're in the Eastern Hemisphere, like things reach this part of the world kind of slower. So is it caught up yet?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think like females are promiscuous here, sex before marriage and stuff like that?
I'm sure it has always happened.
What I'm saying, is it accepted?
Accepted? No. It's still taboo. They do it discreetly. It's not open, but I mean, because we are in a big city now, so it's different. But if you go to suburb, people are so discreet. If they go to hotels, they are so discreet about that.
Is it illegal?
Is it illegal? It is. Why? It depends where you go. No, it's not.
Because like, I heard it was illegal for a foreigner to like sleep with a Muslim or Indonesian woman or something like that.
No, it's not illegal.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, there are hotels. There are hotels who forbid that. It's seen bad if you. It's seen bad if you go to a hotel with someone who is not married with you. For sure.
So is weed illegal?
I don't know what is the word. Illegal, legal, illegal.
As
illegal,
far as, like,
but people
you
do
can
it.
get arrested for doing it.
Yeah, if you got caught, yeah.
Do people still smoke weed?
No. Discreetly, otherwise you'll be caught and go to jail.
So what are some weird laws like in Indonesia, like freedom of speech that you can't violate? Maybe like you go to prison for certain things that wouldn't make sense in the other parts of the world. Like, what should a foreigner know not to come here and do?
Well, drugs for sure. And what is it? Maybe the LGBT topic. So people are still taboo about that. And I understand that some foreigners who come to Indonesia, they have to pretend to be straight, so people don't misjudge them, don't judge them. Yeah, I think it depends on the area where you are again.
I think I've seen trans people here though, and like male couples that were from here.
Yeah, they are.
So that's not illegal.
It's not illegal, but it's just not open. Only friends know what is their status, but it's not talked in public that, hey, I'm walking with my boyfriend in the street. People will think about, what the fuck, wow, you're a guy, but why you're dating a guy? And you're a girl, why you're lesbian? So they majority of the people, they will think that, oh, something an evil is
So you think judgment is like big here, like what people think?
For sure. If you people always think about not being rejected by the family, that's the worst thing ever that will happen for them, because they still live with the parents, they still live with this, what is it, they are with the family. So it's a big thing if the family knows that you're not straight and you will not get married with the proper, gender. Basically, you will be kicked out from the family.
So do you think a lot of households are abusive here?
Abusive?
Yeah.
In which way?
As far as like your parents putting your hands on you, your parents yelling at you and being strict over small stuff. Your parents not understanding you.
Yeah, but I had to understand that maybe it was not their wish, it was not what they meant. It's just how people see is bad. But you cannot change that.
Those things affect mental health though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I didn't have a good relation with my parents.
Because like a lot of people in prison right now, it probably stemmed from their household. It probably stemmed from their upbringing, A lot of rapists, whatever. It stems from somewhere, right? So do you think that's a problem, mental health?
Yeah.
Because I've been to a lot of Asian countries and I see that common theme. Like a lot of times they come from racist households, abusive households, strict households,
Yeah, it can. Yeah, of course it can be, but I think it depends on the person again. Usually, if they are very strong in their religion, it won't matter for them. They just live their life. They will just forgive about all this abusive experience. Yeah, but some people cannot deal with that, and they become mentally crazy.
Okay, so where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Oh my God, it sounds like a job. Where I was, and I don't know. I'll be somewhere, hopefully not anymore in Indonesia. That's what I want. I want to move. I want to have another kind of life. It's tiring here.
Really?
I love it. I love it. But I always have to see people who maybe I think too much, but maybe I overthink on how the Indonesians look at me differently. But it stresses me out too.
Describe it. Explain.
Describe.
Like, how is it overwhelming for you?
It's exhausting because everybody judges me. I'm not talking. Yeah. Well. I don't know. I don't have my freedom. That's all. So it's very exhausting.
As a woman or as a personality?
As a woman, as a personality. Both. Yeah, both. No, I don't know. I just want to experience something new. Yeah. I just want to experience another kind of life. I've always dreamed to live in Europe. Maybe see my old friends from school when I was in Morocco. Yeah.
How do you think you'll impact the world? Like, what do you think your purpose will be?
Purpose?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You know, like, my purpose is to educate people. My purpose is to, like, let people know that we can connect unity overseas, you know, see past differences.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you have to live for something other than yourself. That's what can keep you going, keep you focused, keep you from overthinking.
I don't understand what you mean. Sorry.
Just like, what's your goal? Like, do you want to help other young women? Do you want to? Because somebody's in your position that you're in, that you were in 20 years ago. When you said people are always judging them, their parents is always holding them back.
Yes, that was my purpose, but it's not that easy.
Because everyone you meet, you can change, you can help, you can heal.
I can, and I tried to do that, at least to my friends, but they don't want to change. So I was thinking about if it's really useful for them to give them advices, or just giving them the idea to be different is satisfying yet. But at the end, the guys that they are dating or the husband will think bad about me rather than. I tried to help the ladies who were in same.
These ladies watching right now.
Yes, I would love to help people, but again, it's their decision to change or not, or if they want to go out from the norms, at least see the experience once, and you decide after. Yeah, I would love to.
Because you're doing it right now, like, you might not be able to see yourself. You might just be in this cycle where you feel stuck. You feel, you know, but like the fact that you're here working with foreigners every day, you do tours, you're on this camera right now for a reason, you know? There's probably somebody that wants to do what you're doing, that wants to step outside the box, wants to leave their parents' house, you know? So you gotta just remember these things, you know, as you move through the world, that people are looking up to you.
Well, honestly, I just do my best. If they need my help, if they want my advice, or if they want my time to listen to them, at least I will do my best. If they need my time, if they need my shoulder, I'm here. But again, after that, it's their decisions, what they want to do with their life. I cannot force people. I cannot.
Yeah.
No? Isn't it? Yes. Because that's what I experienced.
I'm saying for people that need someone to look up to, you can't say you can't force them. They're coming to you for advice. They're looking up to you.
Yeah, but people who ask for advice,
They're not
usually
asking, they're watching you.
they're watching me.
Nah, we just overthinking it. So, but yeah, like, this is a good interview. There's a lot in here, you know. So you see yourself in the next 5 years living somewhere abroad.
Yes, I love that.
So what's your name?
My name?
Yeah.
Kenya.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So
my
you're
name is
named
Kenya.
after the country.
Yes, exactly.
Do you have any like relation to your African roots?
I don't have African roots.
But your name is from Africa.
Just because I was
You were born in
there.
Africa.
Yeah, but that's all. It's just because of that.
You look African.
I don't look.
You speak African.
I don't speak African.
That's your accent.
Do I speak African?
Everything
I don't
in your
know,
life
man.
shapes you.
But when I was in Morocco, when I lived in Morocco, I was surrounded by many Africans at school.
That's Africa.
So it could be.
That is Africa.
No, but literally they come from they came from Burkina, they came from Cameroon, Senegal. So I guess I got from that.
So do you think you'll be more accepted in your around Africans or around Asians? Where do you think you
as
fit
a person?
more? Just your appearance, your personality.
Oh yeah, of course Africans lah. Yeah, rather than Indonesians.
So why don't
Sure.
you search and like discover that side of you?
I guess, like I said, I'm not really searching. I just live my life. No, I'm not looking for someone, to be honest.
I'm not saying you're looking. I'm saying like you said, you
Oh,
feel
maybe living there or something like that.
No, like you feel lost in your identity sometimes being in Asia. But for me, like I live in Asia,
Yeah.
so I get my confidence from knowing I have different culture, from knowing I have my own identity. You know.
Yeah.
So it's not like everybody, because I'm black. People stare at me all day. People judge me every day. So it's kind of like, if I didn't have my own identity, that would probably like get to my head. It does sometimes, but like sometimes I have to just soak in my own culture, you know. Do you want them to find you somewhere, or?
Oh, well, so basically I'm not really on social media.
Okay.
I am on Instagram just because I work as a tour guide. So people can search me there. Aga Kenya Tours, but it's not my private Instagram because I am not on.
Okay.
I'm not into social media.
So I got Kenya Tours. You guys can follow her there.
AGHAKENYA Tours. TOURS. Aga Kenya Tours. That's my name, Aga. AGHA, as the name of the
Oh, I thought you said.
hospital that I was born at.
Amen. Go to CeezyCeezy out. Wow.
Came up out of dirty part, man. How the fuck I made it out the friends? I don't do no wifey, don't do friends.